Hello everyone and welcome to another Pokemon Trading Card Game Live video. My name is Jamie and today I'll be taking you through another deck which has come out from the most recent release, which of course is Prismatic Evolutions. But just before we do go into the video though, if you do like this sort of content, you want to see some more content related to the Pokemon Trading Card game, then as always hit that subscribe button and of course like this video, that would be great. Let's have a look then at the deck of today. Today we're looking at Umbreon EX, which is a dark Pokemon. It's a new Terra Pokemon from Prismatic Evolutions with 280 HP. Has a weakness to grass Pokemon, which of course is a factor. There are a lot of grass Pokemon in the format, and a retreat cost of 2. Its attacks, however, is what makes this card so interesting. So its first attack for a dark and 2 colorless is Moon Mirage, does 160 damage. That's somewhat relevant. We can pretty much two-shot most things in the format, and if we want to go a little bit higher, we can also do that as well. That gets you into the 330 range, 340 range. That kind of knocks out those stage 2 Pokemon, like the Charizard EXs, for example. So yeah, it does have the added text here as well, which makes your so your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. So that is a very good side effect to have, I suppose, to this attack. That means it'll kind of, I guess, make your opponent second guess whether they want to continue attacking or not, keeping in mind that they'll be putting damage counters on their Pokemon. So yeah, you have that effect there as well. So that's pretty good. So that also means that 160 plus the damage, the recoil damage, I suppose you can call it, from being confused. That would actually knock out a Pokemon of that kind of HP, that kind of 330, 340 HP. So yeah, it's just a pretty good added effect to have to the attack, and it helps kind of, I suppose, two-shot most things in the format, or pretty much everything in the format. Its second attack, though, is kind of what makes it very interesting. For a Lightning, a Psychic, and a Dark Energy, Onix discards all the energy attached to this Pokemon, but you take 1 prize card. So that is pretty good. So if we can just keep powering this up, we can just keep using Onix and just keep taking prize card after prize card after prize card and so on. And there are ways of doing that, which is what the whole concept of this deck is being able to power up that Onix attack. However, do keep in mind the drawback of this, of course, is that you are not doing any damage to your opponent's active Pokemon, which means they can keep attacking and attacking and attacking and eventually just knock you out. So it is kind of situational. You have to kind of just assess where you are in the format, or in the game state even. So it might be better to lead with Moon Mirage depending, or it might be better to go with Onix depending on where you are kind of in the game and what you're up against. So yeah, that is the idea of the deck, to kind of utilize those 2 attacks, to kind of switch between them depending on where you are. But what other Pokemon best pair with Umbreon EX? Well, we have Eevee EX here. So it's a Terra Pokemon, which means it can utilize things like Glass Trumpet and has the Rainbow DNA ability, which means we can evolve it. So that is pretty good. We are not running the relevant energy to attack with Eevee, so its attack does become irrelevant to us. But nonetheless, it acts as a Terra Pokemon, and that means we can use Glass Trumpet, so that's why we have that in there as well. And then we have the other Eevee as well, so we can kind of evolve much quicker with this Eevee. With boosted evolution, when it's in the active spot, we can evolve on turn 1, so that's pretty good. And in terms of support line, we've also got a 1-1 Bibarel line there, so Bibarel's pretty good. Quite like Bibarel in the deck, so yeah, it just helps you kind of get more pluses. It's also a colorless Pokemon as well, so that's pretty good. So it's kind of splashable, I suppose. And of course, Radiant Greninja for concealed cards, so we can ditch our energy cards and get them back, of course, with Glass Trumpet, and it allows us to kind of draw more cards. That's why we've got that in there. So in terms of the other Pokemon, another more supporting Pokemon, we have Blissey EX for its Happy Switch ability. You could attack with Blissey if you wanted to, but I don't think it's worth it. Although it does have a pretty solid 300 HP, so maybe you could go down this line if you wanted to. If you get Iono down to 1 or 2 cards and you want to use Return to draw until you have 6 cards and do 180 damage, it's not a bad option to have, but it's not the main attacker in the deck. But either way. So yeah, Happy Switch basically allows you to kind of manipulate the energy a little bit, move the basic energy around from your Pokemon to another one of your Pokemon, so you can do that once during your turn. So that's why we have that in there. We can just move an energy to Umbreon EX, for example, and attach another energy if we want to. That's 2 energy for the turn. So that's why we have that in there. So yeah, and of course, if we are going second, we have just the one Budew in there as well. Acts as a free retreater, and of course slows our opponent down as well. So it's just a win-win situation. Why would we not play that? So yeah, very good. That is the Pokemon line. Let's go to the trainer line now. Let's have a look at what we're playing in here. So our split of searchers are 3 Nest Ball and 1 Buddy-Buddy. So in terms of 70 HP Pokemon, we've got Bidoof there, we've got Eevee. We've also got Budew in there, so it helps us search that. And then the Nest Ball basically works for things like Munkidori, works for things like Eevee, for example. Yeah, and also Radiant Greninja as well. So we've got a 3-1 split there. Yeah, in terms of other trainer cards, it's kind of standard, I would say. One Area 0 kind of helps with other stadium cards as well, if we want to kind of knock those off. Especially things like Jamming Tower, for example, to Rescue Stretcher, to Earthen Vessel, very, very important to search those energy cards out. We also do play 4 Arvens in there as well, so we can search those things out. 4 Glass Trumpet, that is pretty standard. Without that, we don't really have a deck. And probably the most important card in here is our ace spec of choice. So I think that Sparkling Crystal is just too good not to play in this deck. And the reason for that is because when we attach it to our Umbreon EX and we want to use Onyx, we have to discard all the energy cards attached to Umbreon EX. However, we can substitute one of those energy cards with Sparkling Crystal, which means we only have to discard 2 energy cards, which makes it much easier to power up again the second turn, or the next turn that you want to use Onyx. So that is why we have that in there. So yeah, so that literally just means as long as we have Sparkling Crystal on our Umbreon, we can attach for turn, and then we can just move 1 energy onto Umbreon, and that would fund for, or that would substitute, or I suppose compensate the energy requirements in order to be able to use Onyx and take another prize card if we want to. So I think this ace spec is just too good not to play in this deck. So that's why we've got Sparkling Crystal in there as well. If we want another option in terms of being able to power up our Pokemon much quicker, especially with Sparkling Crystal, we also have the option of Crispin as well. We can also use Crispin to power up our Umbreon much quicker. So with the Crispin and Sparkling Crystal, if you're going second, you've got Eevee active, and you roll that into Umbreon, and then you Sparkling Crystal, and then you hit Crispin as well, you can get a turn 1 on just on that alone. So that's why we've got that in there. Probability of hitting that, probably turn 1 is, I would say, relatively lowish, but nonetheless, it's an option as it is there. So yeah, that is the majority of the deck. So we can search out, the reason we've got 4 Arven here is because it just searches out such important resources to the deck. So things like Glass Trumpet, for example, Ultra Balls if you want to get Eevolutions, etc, etc. And of course, it can get our Sparkling Crystal out. And keep in mind, we can only have 1 copy of that. That's why we've got 4 Arven in there, just to make sure that we dig that out. So yeah, the rest is pretty standard. Not really too much to say on that. Energy line is looking a little bit like this. We've gone for a 3-3-3 line. We've also got there a Lightning Energy. We've got Dark, and we've also got Psychic in there as well. Not sure if I mentioned as well. I don't think I mentioned it in our Pokemon line, but also we've got Munkidori in there. So with the Darkness Energy, if we use its ability, we stick a Darkness Energy on there. We can also take some damage, move the damage counters off our Umbreon, supposedly, and then 160 plus the additional damage on there. The 3 damage counters, that knocks out, I think, pretty much everything in the format. So that is the idea. And of course, with the Darkness Energy as well, we can use Blissey just to move the Darkness Energy around. We can move that Darkness Energy onto Munkidori, then we can use its ability, and then, yeah, just hit with Umbreon. So that is the concept of the deck. That is kind of what I've been testing. That's kind of what I've been playing. Yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on the line, if there's something that you would change, etc, etc. Or, you know, Pokemon that you would adapt, energy lines, trainer cards, support cards, whatever it is. But anyway, on that note, that is the theory behind the deck. Let's go play a game with it, and let's see how it plays out. Alright, so let's go with heads. Let's see if we can go first or second. We are going first. Nice. So there's no reason not to want to go first, I guess. There are certainly benefits to going second. We've got Budew, we've got Eevee in there as well. But I think generally first is better. Helps us set up a little bit as well. Say if we have, I don't know, if we've got like Bidoofs as well. We can put Bidoofs down. If we get like Buddy-Buddy. And then next turn we can try and evolve and use them, so yeah. But let's see. But we do start with a mulligan. That is not ideal, but let's see. Okay, Bidoof. Bidoof active. Let's see. Okay, let's see what we're up against. Let's see what we're playing against. Oh, interesting. I remember this deck. Cool. All right. Let's Nest Ball. Let's check our prizes or check our Pokemons. We've got, I believe we have Umbreon EX. Yes, we do. We'll get the standard Eevee because we need a Terra Pokemon for later to use Glass Trumpet, so that's fine. Just check if Sparkling Crystal's in deck. We've got one Umbreon in deck, a Sparkling Crystal in there. It is nice. Cool. Let's do that. I believe it shouldn't be a problem. Hammering only does 30. That's fine. We can avoid a knockout that way. Cool. Nice. So next turn we can Arven. We can evolve. We can Arven. Yeah, we can evolve into Umbreon, Arven for a switch, Bibarel. We can also get Sparkling Crystal, and we just need yeah. So there are the pieces of the puzzle are there. I think we're just like one card short from kind of the map that I've got kind of like that I've got in my head currently. So yeah, so it'd be evolve basically. We don't want to evolve Bidoof just yet. Oh, they're just playing. Oh, they're ditching Iono. Yeah, so we don't want to evolve Bidoof just yet, just for the tree cost, unless we're hitting a switch, which I presume is the thing that we're going to be doing. So switch, Sparkling Crystal. Yeah, I think that's the play. Switch it out, Sparkling Crystal on active, Umbreon attach for energy. Yep, cool. I think that is the play. That's the one that I've got in my head. I think so. Yeah. Oh no! Oh no! Jamming Tower. That was what I was talking about. That is that's certainly annoying. Oh nice! Thank you very much. Cool. The only issue here is that oh, you know, I can just cool. Nice. All right, let's do that. So, we've got there, let's, Buddy-Buddy. I believe the Area 0 was, okay, we'll just get those two out, why not? I believe the Area 0 was in deck, yes it was, cool, that's good. Cool, let's just get those two on the bench. There we go. Let us, well, this is a bit annoying. This is a bit annoying trying to get that, so let's attach return anyway. And then we'll Arven. Why not? I guess. Oh, we'll get the Sparkling Crystal anyway. And then I guess we don't want to switch. We want to use Nest Ball. Maybe Nest Ball to get Radiant out. We also do need some Blissies as well. But for the moment, let's just get Nest Ball out. And hopefully. Cool. Yeah, we want Radiant. Yeah, just to kind of maximize our setup a little bit. Sparkling Crystal on that. Cool. Let's Bibarel for 4 cards. Cool. That is fine. We can also, yeah, I think we might utilize. Let's get some cards. Cool. Chance 2 has got a chance here. That's good. I don't have to search that out. That's very good. Alright, that saves us doing that. Cool. We have Juju. Yeah. How many energy cards do we have in discard? We've got 1. Okay, that's sort of utilize that. You know what? Let's just retreat. That we've got Glass Trumpet anyway. We can get some energy back. Chansey's on bench. I think we're pretty good for next turn, more or less. So yeah, Glass Trumpet, Ultra Ball, everything. Yeah, Ultra Ball we can search out for. Blissey next turn, that's fine. Let's just Itchy Pollen and try and slow them down a little bit. That way. We can see the knockout, but then at least things like counter catch becomes a factor. So yeah, annoyingly, because had that Jamming Tower not been out, then yeah, we would have just attacked basically. That would have been the play. But 160 actually hits pretty good numbers on this Squawkabilly as well, so that also becomes 2 prizes as well. So that's pretty good. Let's see. So yeah, so evolve. Next turn we've got Ultra Ball for Blissey there. Glass Trumpet gets some energy back. I think we've got 3 energy in discard pile as well. That's pretty good. We probably want to use Glass Trumpet first before evolving that Umbreon, so we can utilize the fact that it's a colorless Pokemon. Cool. I think we've got a plan here. We've got a strategy. We'll have to see how this this turns out though. Oh, okay, weird. Okay, they just passed turn. I presume that was a mistake. Cool. All right. Well, we'll certainly utilize that. So I believe we've got yes. Cool. So one on Eevee and I guess one on Chansey. Why not? Good. Stick another energy. Actually, we don't want to stick an energy just yet. We want to conceal cards. So, cool. All right, we've got bosses. 2 iron bosses go. Okay. I guess we want to evolve now. That's good. And yeah, we've got 5 cards in hand. Iono, but they didn't really play anything last, so I don't know if that means something. All right, let's Ultra Balls, get rid of a Chansey. Let's get rid of an Iono. We'll get a Blissey. Stick Blissey over here. That's good. Happy switch. Let's move the energy around. Let's bump that to Umbreon. There we go. And let's do that. Bibarel for 3 cards. 9 energy. Okay, we could actually get an attack off this turn. That's pretty good. Just like that. Glass Trumpet. Moving energy. Attaching for turn. I think that's pretty good. Cool. Right, so we've got 2 options here. That Squawkabilly isn't going to go anywhere, but the issue is we want to try and prevent them from evolving. That's the issue. So we'll just Moomirage for the knockout. Why not? There we go. Cool. So yeah, and the next turn we can also try and use bosses to bring up the other Duraludon. Knock that out, providing they don't evolve that. I don't know. Let's see. And then the following turn we can also go with the Squawkabilly. We'll see how it plays out though. So. Unless we'll see what my opponent's got. Or maybe they're just inactive. I don't know. Let's see. And that looks to be the case. But even if they're inactive, at least it kind of shows you a little bit as to how the deck functions or how the deck works. It pretty much played out like exactly as I thought it would. I.e. like Glass Trumpet, moving the energy about, and then just attaching for turn. And just on that alone, oh maybe they're not inactive, I don't know. Yeah, just on that alone, basically we were able to power up a Umbreon, and we could just keep hitting with Moomirage. So that hits numbers on Duraludon and also on Squawkabilly as well, so that's also pretty good. If not, interestingly though, I wondered why. Does that have a? Oh, that's why. I was just thinking to myself, why did it not? When I attacked with Budew, it didn't do any damage, and I was thinking, why is that? And then I just realized that it has a resistance to grass. There, that's why it didn't do any damage. So that makes sense. All right, well that was kind of inevitable. It's kind of sad as well, but it's kind of inevitable. But I think at the very least, anyway. We would have had that matchup, I think. But yeah, either way, yeah, I guess we can play one more. Well, we can try and play one more game and see how that goes, because this wasn't really a conclusive match. So let's play one more game and see how that goes. Okay, let's see if they choose heads or tails. Okay, just tails. That's fine. Okay, nice. We get to choose. I guess we'll go first. Why not? As long as we don't start with the load Bidoof again. Let's see. Cool. Nice, okay, we've got the good Eevee start active, that's good. Cool. So, okay, that's fine. Glass Trumpet, okay, so, yeah, hand is okay. I guess we'll put Munkidori on the bench, that's fine. The question is, can they knock out the Eevee? I don't know what they're playing, so can they knock out the Eevee first turn? That's the question, because I really want to maintain that for But yeah, turn to, let's go to, we've got quite a few Glass Trumpets in decks, that's fine. Okay, good, nice. We could, we need to try and, got Iono in hand, but let's just try and maintain the consistency if we can a little bit. Ditch the basic, there we go. Alright, nice, not bad. Okay, let's attach. We can Earthen Vessel if we want to for next time. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I think that's okay. Alright, Nest Ball. So we should get an idea now. Okay, Ogerpon. Okay, interesting. So I think. Okay, Regidrago, nice. Good stuff. Okay, so let's see how we get on with this. So we want to, yeah, next time we've got Prime. Okay, interesting. Okay. I presume that just to get that in the active spot, right? I think that was the play, so that's also fine. That kind of conserves our Eevee a little bit. We can also just use Night Stretcher to get the Greninja back. Put it on the bench. So yeah, Regidrago, I think, well, yes, there we go, so that's cool, okay. Let's see, so good. Okay, nice, so we've got a Switch in hand, so we can use Switch to put the Eevee back in the active spot, so area 0. Cool, I think we really need to utilize, so, you know what, do that. I would like to keep area 0, I would really like to keep area 0, then we kind of need Switch as well, so I think, and we need Iono. So not ideal having to ditch that, but I have to do it anyway. Let's conceal cards. Let's use the Psychic Energy. Okay, nice. All right. Let's attach to Eevee. The problem is here is we're relying on yeah. So we're relying on an Umbreon and Sparkling Crystal if we want to get the attack off this turn. That's the issue that we have here. So we've got the Umbreon, which is good. Let's get Eevee on the bench. The Eevee, the other one. Cool. And then we can Nest Ball, we can get that out. So cool. And then at least next time we'll kind of set up to go more or less. So that is good. Yeah, got Arven in hand. Cool. Alright. And then, yeah, we can't really do much for that. The other alternative would have been just to use Budew and just try to item lock them. Probably should check if Sparkling Crystal's prize as well. That's a factor. So, teal down. So, good. So, let's yeah, Axe Pro 369. Cool. Alright, well, they're retreating it. So, okay, cool. Right, so let's see what we can do here. Okay, we don't have a Chansey on the bench, so I have to be a bit more conscious of our bench space now that we're not playing area 0 because that's gone in this card pile. So cool. Let's Radiant Greninja. Let's use conceal cards. Cool. There goes that. Nice. Arven. Cool. Sparkling Crystal, and I guess we want a Glass Trumpet, maybe, right? Or if we look in hand, what do we have? So Glass Trumpets for this one. Let's just have an energy in this card. Okay, so we can utilize that. That's fine. So yeah, let's get those two. The problem is that Regidrago is going to evolve next turn, I presume. So that's not gonna. It's gonna knock out the It's gonna remove the confusion. But nonetheless, we'll do this. Let's put that onto Eevee. Let's put that onto Chansey. Why not? Cool. Some Industrial Scissors. Cool. So 160. We can also take a prize card, but I don't think that's going to do too much. 160, and then if they hit us back, And then we can put 110, that's an extra 30, 160, 190. Alright, so let's just hit them with the Mirage. Let's hit them with that. So yeah, let's see what they do. At least we have Blissey in hand as well. So ideally, we want them trying to attack, because then if they hit tails, they'll hit confusion as well. So, oh, they are attacking. Nice. Okay, cool. All right. So that's good. That buys us a turn, which is good. So yeah, okay. That's pretty good. That's good news. So my thinking here basically is if I attack that, knock it out, I've got another prize here. I was debating for a second to bring up something else and hit that, and then when they hit me back, I'll just Munkidori the damage. Could that be a play? I think perhaps not, because if they evolve their Rage Drago, that goes up to 280 HP, so that then becomes an issue. So we want to try and utilize the fact that we can knock it out. Then try and knock out the Squawkabilly, and then try and knock out something else. That's the idea. So, cool. That's fine. Let's just Arven for now. Let's Earthen Vessel. I think we have enough Eevees for the moment. That's okay. Let's grab a Darkness Energy. Let's grab a Psychic. Alright. We will put that there. Conceal cards. Nice. Crispin, cool. Can also utilize that next turn. I should probably check what we've got in deck as well. Cool. Let's Happy Switch. Yeah, let's take that. Let's put that up to Eevee. So we're just missing a Lightning Energy then. Cool. Nice. I think that we're good to go. Let's just get a knockout on that. Why not? Yeah, so if it wasn't for the fact that it could evolve, I might have even just bossed something else up and try to knock that out, or just do some damage. But the issue is that it can evolve, so it goes to 280 HP, and then that would be annoying. But yeah, so because if they hit me back and I Munkidori the energy, so that's like, I think they're on like 190. So 190 plus 30, that would have been the knockout. So I can move the damage with Munkidori. So, yeah. There we go. So yeah, so ultimately we made the right decision. So that's comforting to know. So let's see what they can do. They are an energy short though. So we have bosses in hand. I don't think they can get a... I just have to have a look, but I don't think they can get a knockout. Oh, Dragon Pokemon do they have in their discard pile? I don't know. They've got Dragapult in there. That's 200 they could potentially do right now. I think just 200. Yeah, I think that's it. If they do 200, I might even be inclined to... That's a great neutral, that's fine. Let's see. I got a Gudra in there as well. I'm going to go Giratina there as well, okay. So it doesn't really show you that, actually. It doesn't show you, like, I just saw the Gudra, I didn't see the Giratina, so good that I checked. Cool, that's fine. 280, that does become an issue as well. 280, that does knock me out. Presuming that's what they go for. Are they still missing it? Okay, what do they bring it? Ah, okay, interesting. Okay, that is very interesting. I'm surprised they did that, actually. Because it's this that has the energy. Okay, yeah, very interesting. Either way, doesn't matter. Boss's Squawkabilly knock it out? Is that the play? I think that might be the play. And then we just try and get a knockout from somewhere else. If they hit us back, or we could force them into confusing them, that could also work. So I believe they're using Dragapult here to put some damage on the bench. So Cool. Okay. That's fine. Let's put that in active. Cool. So the play here is, do they have any switches? Let's see what we draw. Nest Ball. Okay, do they have any switches? There's one switch there. There's one switch there. Okay, and they've also used Prime Catcher as well. So what we can do is move the damage. We can get a knockout here, move the damage. I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. Put to 190. Take a hit. Do some more damage. Okay. Cool. Let's move that on to. Let's move that into an Ogerpon. Right, that becomes 190. If we take a hit as well, we can also get a knockout. I think that's the play. That's the play. Yeah, can they knock us out? That's the question. So we have to use that. Okay, that's fine. Let's Nest Ball. Let's get a Nest Ball and let's get Eevee there. Cool. Do we need anything else? I don't think that we do. Should we need to? Yeah, do that. We've also got a knockout there. All right. Let's grab the Squawkabilly. Ultra Ball something. No, okay, we've got one. We need a Glass Trumpet for the next turn. Okay, yeah. Just so we have a backup attacker. Just in case, we'll be a little bit versatile here. So that's 180 plus 30. 180 plus 30 is 210. Yes, that's 210. We can get a knockout with that. So that's good. So we can try and go lead with Blissey. Cool. So let's just get a knockout on this. 160. Cool. Alright, so now we're just one prize away from winning the game. So we've got a Glass Trumpet, that's good. We can move the energy. The only thing that we need here, so yeah, they can get a knockout on the active, that's absolutely fine. We can move some damage around as well. So, cool. So if we get a Glass Trumpet, we move the energy onto, but we also have we don't have a Terra Pokemon in play as well. That also becomes an issue. We can Ultra Ball though. For an Eevee. Oh, Lucha, interesting. So yeah, we can Ultra Ball for an Eevee. Or even an Umbreon as well. Stick it on that Eevee if that survives. Let's see. Okay. All right. That was a big play. Okay, so they put down to one prize, so that means we have to win on this turn, right? So we've got one prize, so we need to take. That is how much is that? That is cool. It's fine. Cool. So yeah. So basically, we have to win on this turn. So first and foremost, we need to get this Blissey. So I think that we have it. I think that we have it. If we attach with Glass Trumpet, cool. So yeah, we attach with Glass Trumpet, stick an energy onto here. There we go. We counter Catcher, bring that up, retreat this. Pretty close. This is a tough matchup, but pretty close. But yeah, there we go. And then we get a knockout that way. So. Cool. Baiting them into taking us down to one price to activate that counter catcher, so very good. Oh, nice. Yes, we do want to use it. Come on, take another prize. Yes! We won by 7 prizes. Cool. Nice, nice, nice. Very good. Cool, but either way, at least you kind of see a little bit of the concept of the deck, and at least you kind of get, oh look, it's an invalid card. But yeah, you get a bit of an idea of the deck. That is Umbreon EX for you. So yeah, let me know what you think. If you think it's competitive, if you think it's like tier 1, tier 2, let me know your thoughts, what changes you'd make. Having played it, you could also play another Palpad, or another. You could play a Palpad, that could be an option. So a couple of cards I thought that maybe I might want to change or adapt, or I don't know. So, but it's all just theory. So. But yeah, if you do like this type of content and you'd like to see some more content related to the Pokemon trading card game, then as always, hit that subscribe button and of course like the video, that would be great. But there you pretty much have it, guys. That was Umbreon EX. That's the concept of Umbreon EX and how you play it. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and see you all in the next one.